कहिले कहिले घरको खाना पनि याद आउँछ
यहाँलाई म प्रसङ्ग भनौँ लास्ट इयर हामीले हाम्रो सुटिङ युनिट लन्डनमा पुग्दाखेरि हाम्रो धेरै विश्वका विभिन्न मुलुक हामी पुग्यौँ सुटिङको दौरानमा र हाम्रो एज अ युथ के सोच हुन्थ्यो भने नेपालीले साँच्चै आम नेपालीहरू चाहिँ सामान्य एउटा निम्न स्तरको काम गर्ने अझ तल्लो नेपाली शब्द प्रयोग गर्ने हो भने भाडा माझेर बस्छ भन्ने कन्सेप्ट थियो र हाम्रो नेपालीहरूको हामीले यो कार्यक्रमबाट के खोज्दै गयौँ भने नेपालीहरूको सक्सेस स्टोरी खोज्ने क्रममा स्पेसली लन्डनमा पुग्दाखेरि लन्डनबाट जो ग्रेजुएट्स भयो त्यसले त्यहाँबाट के सिक्यो भन्ने हामी त्यो सक्सेस स्टोरी खोज्ने क्रममा यहाँलाई हामीले धेरै खोजेको थियौँ लक्कीले 1 वर्षपछि यहाँको हामीले त्यो स्टोरी खोज्दैछौँ मैले भन्न खोजिरहेको जस नेपालीहरूले विदेशमा गएर अथवा नेपालमै बसेर पनि इन्टरनेसनल्ली हामी कम्पिट गर्न सक्छौँ सक्षम छौँ भन्ने कुराको एभिडेन्स यहाँ आफै पनि एकजना हुनुहुन्छ सक्छ हैन नेपालीले
एब्सोल्युटली त्यो अब भनौँ न हाम्रो इन्डियाकै अगेन टेकिङ एक्जाम्पल अफ इन्डिया और नेपालकै लिउँ न देयर सो मेनी सक्सेसफुल एनआरएन्स गन आउट एन्ड डन दिस तर तपाईँको क्वेसनलाई आन्सर छोटकरीमा म आन्सर गर्न वाट आई वाज ट्राइङ टु से इज द्याट मैले जे फन्डामेन्टल्स बिजनेसको त्यो बेला सिकेँ नि टु सिम्प्लिफाई थिङ्स द्याट एउटा इन्डिभिजुअल क्रिएटिभ भए पनि यु क्यान च्यानलाइज द्याट क्रिएटिभ इन्टु बिजनेस सो म पछि पनि वेन आई केम ब्याक म लन्डनमा पढिसकेपछि म साउथ इस्ट एसियामा आएँ कि मलाई एसियन बिजनेस एथिक्स इन्भाइरोमेन्ट बुझ्न अझ जरुरी थियो त्यो बेला पनि द सेम थिङ्स आई लर्न इन लन्डन अप्लाइड ओभर द्याट अनि so what I started to do was that I started to take on challenge as that Nepal when I came back in 2001 that was the peak of the insurgency I came back and I started getting involved मेरो office पनि हुँदैन थियो एउटा desk पनि हुँदैन थियो market मा 1-2 वर्षसम्म घुमिरहन्थ्यो बाहिर कोठाको बाहिर कहाँ फार वेस्टमा महेन्द्रनगर नेपालगञ्जमा आर्मी र माओवादीहरूको बीचमा लडाइँ भइरहन्थ्यो हामी चाहिँ दिनमा काम गरेर राति कोठामा बसिरहन्थ्यो सो तपाईँको क्वेसनमा द्याट तपाईँ एउटा बिलियनियर फ्यामिलीको छोरा भएर वाज एन एडभान्टेज देयर वाज एन एडभान्टेज द्याट देयर वाज अ प्लेटफर्म आई कुड सी बट टु रिच द्याट प्लेटफर्म आई डिडन्ट ह्याभ एनी ह्यान्ड होल्डिङ आई ह्याड टु प्रुभ माइसेल्फ to the organization, I had to prove myself to the society, I had to prove myself to my father, and more importantly, I had to prove it to myself. Okay? So if you see, I'm sure due to the constraint of time, I cannot go to the background of my last 12 years in our group, but I've really come up and worked in a lot of companies, turning them around, launched new companies which are till date growing. Last 5 years also been working on restructuring a lot of our group, getting in a lot of systems. Reaching this path has been difficult, but it's been a great fun, great learning exercise. Okay. But it's not as easy as just हुन्छ नि एउटा अरबपतिको छोरा भएर यो ठाउँमा पुग्नु त्यो हैन. Okay. त्यो अफिसको बाहिर म अरबपतिको छोरा होला. तर अर्गनाइजेसन भित्र आइसकेपछि if I'm not caliber, if I do not have the caliber, the willingness and the drive to take this organization, I won't be where I am. Definitely. And it was only 2 years ago that I was given the responsibility as a group head.
अब खास गरी यहाँको फर्दर स्टेप्सको कुरा गरौँ. खास गरी मैले बुझेसम्म यहाँको बायोग्राफी मैले सर्टली रिभ्यू पनि गरेको छु. यहाँको इन्ट्रेस्ट धेरै सेक्टरमा छ. अघि पनि सुरुमा यहाँले भन्नुभएको छ यहाँ आर्ट क्रिएटिभिटीमा रमाउने मान्छे. अब अर्को पार्ट यहाँको के छ भने बिजनेस लिडरसिप आफैमा छ र धेरै अरू फर्दर एक्सपेन्सन्सहरू पनि छ. अलिकति यसलाई सेग्रिगेसन गरेर हेरौँ. जस्तै यहाँको इन्टरटेनमेन्टमा पनि यहाँ जम्प गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ. यहाँको फ्यामिलीको एउटा लिगेसीलाई फेरि अहिलेको मोडर्न एरामा ढाल्दै हुनुहुन्छ.
हजुर.
यो किन व्यवसाय गर्ने मान्छेले मनोरञ्जनतिर लाग्दै हुनुहुन्छ? निर्वाण चौधरी के हो खास आर्टको यहाँलाई त्यो इन्फ्लुएन्स?
मैले भने हजुरलाई कि मेरो बच्चादेखिको माई इन्ट्रेस्ट समथिङ द्याट आई रियली इन्जोय डुइङ वाज creativity, whether it be in art, music, or anything. What I realized when I started getting more involved in business, that business is a way of life that I'm also enjoying, that I'm also channelizing what I enjoy doing in business, and I've developed a passion towards it. But why can't I do other things? You know, if Barack Obama has time to play around with his dogs in White House, then we have time. If we do our time management well, we have time to do everything. So isko backdrop ma pani I have to tell you that my father is my mentor, he's my idol. I mean, the bachcha dekhi I used to see him play squash. अनि it was always this, no comparison. It was always this thing that even I want to play squash like him.
Okay.
So I went on picking up squash, and I wanted to excel in that particular thing. So I was playing squash for our Nepal national team. Then Bwako, 30 वर्ष अगाडि रेडियो नेपालमा एउटा म्युजिक एल्बम पनि थियो. Then I love music. I play musical instrument, developing my own studio. So I started making my own music. You know, जहिले पनि most of the time when I'm traveling on the flights, I start writing songs. And whenever I come back home, I try doing music. Philanthropic is something which is, I don't know, personally, not I'm a group of CG Foundation ko the role society ma, it's already evident. Tara mere personally pani is the family values that's been instilled on me, which I think individually pani I try to do a lot of social programs, philanthropic activities in education, on animal protection, on developing youth. Te hisabma I go and speak to as many universities and colleges and schools to the youth, give one message about being the change you want to see. Tara, it's my father who's set this benchmark for us, whether it be in music, whether it be in playing squash, or whether it be in business. Business is something which we still have a long way to go to reach up to, but you know, that's my drive, okay? That I want to be like him. I want to have him say that the sector that he was good in, I want to do better in that. That he's proud of us.
Movie all this.
Well, I've never talked about this, but yes, I have interest in उहाँले 30 वर्ष अगाडि वासुदेव भन्ने फिल्म बनाउनु भएको थियो. हाम्रो बलिउडमा नेपालमा पनि धेरै मिडिया
चर्चित फिल्म भयो त्यो.
अनि धेरै साथीहरु भएर we got together and said why not make Vasudev in today's context. So that's a new personal project that I'm personally working on. अनि हेरौँ के हुन्छ. So
how long does it take actually?
we're planning that यही वर्षमा complete गरौँ भन्ने सोचेर, but we are trying to make that as to a very international audience ले पनि हेर्ने गरी. We're trying to showcase Nepal's beautiful sports. Commercial films ले हेरा छैन. So we are trying to get fresh faces for this movie, working with some great talents of this region. So let's see. It's a desire, but unless you have the willingness to convert desire into reality, it doesn't make sense. So तपाईले टपिक निकालिहाल्नु भयो.
यहाँको यो किनभने सुरुमै यहाँले पृष्ठभूमिमा जोडिसक्नु भएको छ. यहाँ कला प्रेमी, क्रिएटिभिटीलाई माया गर्ने मान्छे. यो पार्टलाई यही अन्त्य गरौँ. अब अर्को विषय म सोध्न चाहन्छु. यहाँको फर्दर एज अ अहिले जुन ग्रुपलाई यहाँले हेड गरिरहनु भएको छ, लिड गरिरहनु भएको छ, फर्दर एक्सपेन्सनको सोच के छ?
हाम्रो हजुरले if you see the group of the last 10 years, we were always a group which was very diversified. We still are. But it was very fragmented. Okay? We always used to have, I don't know, I'm a 60 companies. The level of organizational hierarchy was very, very complicated. It was very centralized decision-making process. It was, we had a huge attrition rate. Today, if you see, those 60 plus businesses like hamle consolidate garra, we've got into 10 verticals. Out of the 10 verticals, we have 3 global verticals. FMCG, hospitality, cement. Out of the 7 verticals remaining, education, power, hydro, solar, construction, real estate, telecom, biotech, Ayurved, are some of these sectors that in Nepal we are focused in. Electronics. And all these sectors, we have always had an aim to be number 1, or even if you're number 2, on the way of becoming number 1. We're a strong brand equity driven company. Over the last 10 years, especially the last 5 years, we've restructured this company. Its organization hierarchy like cut gare, ekdam flat organization banaya, so the decision making is fast.
Okay.
Hamle organization ma we've started, it's a very professional, organized, independent verticals ani the CEOs have a lot of delegation of taking the responsibility. I focus a lot with my HR for HR development and HR management.
Okay.
We have a group we do a lot of focus on training, development of manpower. Our attrition rate has come from 20%, 21% to 2.5%, which is the world standard.
Okay.
So we are very proud of that we've been able to retain and grow Nepalese talent. In fact, worldwide, if you see globally our factories and all, हाम्रो नेपालीहरू गएर they're leading the factories and everyone there is working under them. So it's a matter of great pride for us. तपाईँले ग्रोथको कुरा गर्नुहुन्छ. Our plan for entering new sectors is not there now.
Okay.
We've defined our group's next 5-year strategy very, very clearly. मैले जसरी भने हजुरलाई FMCG, cement र hospitality will be growing very aggressively internationally.
Okay.
Within Nepal, it's an organic growth for us. Our average growth rate of all the companies are 20 to 22%.
Okay.
So more than नयाँ sector भन्दा नि त्यही sector को inorganic growth पनि हुन सक्छ, maybe through acquisitions. But we are constantly focusing on reinvesting back in the businesses. And something that हामीले एउटा structure मा ल्याएर we've been able to do is our foundation. Our work with Helpage देखि लिएर Generation Nepal देखि लिएर youth development activities देखि लिएर scholarship programs देखि लिएर Professor Yunus Mohammed सँग हाम्रो collaboration with microfinance, social business देखि लिएर. So we've been able to put that in good structures. So now our group is in it's a system driven company. We have strong systems in place.
Okay. अब खास गरी यहाँको जसरी अहिले फोर्ब्स म्यागजिनलाई फेरि मैले जोड्न खोजेको एउटा बेन्चमा कम से कम देशमा एकजना अरबपति हुनुहुन्छ एउटा ग्रुपलाई रिप्रेजेन्ट गरेर. अब तपाईले आफूलाई कुन बेन्चमार्कमा राख्नु भएको छ? म चाहिँ नि अब यो एउटा ट्रेन्ड सेट गर्छु भने किन जहिले तपाईले आई वान्ट टु डु बेटर भनेर तपाईले सोच्थ्यो?
It's never I want to do better. It's there is always a need for improvement and we can always do better. Again, I am someone who I don't like comparisons at all. I look up to my father. He's an inspiration. He's a role model. He's a mentor. उहाँले एउटा के क्रिएट गर्नु, our responsibility is to take that to a different height. Definitely, we have our certain goals. जस्तो मैले तपाईँलाई भने, we have a clear-cut, driven 5-year strategy plan. And once we've got a, I don't know, Forbes के example दिनु म, त्यसमा एउटा benchmark आएको छ. The only thing forward is going up the ladder now.
Okay.
Specifically, your position ma, it'll be difficult for me to say, but now that the world has given us this this particular benchmarking in terms of a company's status, in terms of their net worth and all of that, now is to only climb up the ladder, and we'll be working diligently every day in adding value to that direction and that vision.
Okay.